Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video in the Power of Root series. Quick disclaimer, the tricks I'm going to demonstrate in this video series are very powerful and can be very dangerous in the wrong hands, so please do not use them for malicious intent. And hopefully understanding these techniques will help you to avoid falling victim to them. As you may know, there are three main exploitation vectors to get root access, and these are physical access, security vulnerabilities, and the third one, and the one I like to call respectfully, uneducated human operators. Now this vector is the most abundant in nature, the easiest to exploit. You wouldn't believe how many huge companies with critical data can sometimes hire beginner staff that has very poor security knowledge and can easily inadvertently leak access privileges to unauthorized people. I will be demonstrating later on in this series several ways in which you can get the full power of root by exploiting that third attack vector. But for now, let's get going and start the first lesson in this series. Our scenario for this video is that we have root access to a machine and we would like to collect the passwords of the people who connect to it. This is usually very interesting for attackers because most people use the same password for most of their accounts. So let's start by connecting to our test machine. Let's escalate to root. Alright, so the idea is simple. We just want to create a wrapper around the sudo command. So what is a wrapper? A wrapper is simply a script that has an additional set of instructions around the original command to be executed, or the command to be wrapped. You'll get a better idea of what I'm talking about when you see the example. So the example wrapper I wrote is, I believe I wrote under user sudo. Yep. This is a simple example of a sudo wrapper command. So the first line just prints the typical sudo prompt for the password. The second line just silently reads the password inputted by the user. The third line redirects the password into a file, or you can, for example, send it wherever you want. And the last line simply executes the original command that the user wanted to execute via sudo. So once we have set up our wrapper, what we need to do now is replace the legitimate sudo execution with the execution of our wrapper command. A very simple way to do this is to go into the etc profile file and add a sudo alias. So basically when we add this line here, when any of the users tries to execute sudo, he will be in fact executing our wrapper command placed under user/sudo. Alright, so let's try it out. Let's switch to our demo victim user. Let's say he's now trying to execute, for example, cat etc shadow. He gets prompted for his password. He enters the password and seamlessly his command is executed. Meanwhile, the root here just got hold of his password. What I showed you now is a very simple proof of concept of what can be done when you have root privileges. You can easily refine this and be creative with it. I wrote that script in literally a couple of minutes, so imagine what you can do in a couple of hours. I'll also link in the description to another method I like that is based on tampering with the system PAM modules. It's almost impossible to detect by the victims. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I'll be revealing very interesting tricks in the future that you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.